Well, hello, I am Colin and this is Shine Automotive. And normally we do a video called A Week in Shine. We've been so busy in the garage and trying to make ends meet because it's tough at the moment. I'm sure everyone's in the same boat. So this video touches on a few videos that I was going to do separate, but I've put it all into one. So it is part of A Week in Shine, but it's very choppy, but I've really enjoyed editing it. We touched on a few topics and I'd like to know what you think about certain things that are going on in the world today.
Well, what colour's your brigade?
And then we went to Silverstone for a 24-hour endurance race with Burton Power, and that was absolutely awesome. So a tiny bit of that is in there. And then stuff that we're doing around the garage. So this video is jam-packed full of stuff. So if you know nothing about us, we are a car project channel on the cheap, mega cheap. It's just us talking and working on cars and having a little bit of crack.
Where'd you get your car from, eh?
Not in that way, banter crack. Right, whatever, as you can already tell, if you don't know me, I am a bit of a Fruit Loop. So let's get on with this video, and I need your comments down below today in all the parts of the video that you disagree on or agree on. I want your comments. I need your views on stuff. If you like this sort of stuff, let me know in the comment section down below and give it a like, because liking the video helps massively. Right, let's get on. There's enough waffling. Fishies in a tank. And Jake Lewis. Fiesta, Insignia, Safira, Saab Aero, bloody transit van. Right, Nathan Fiesta, howdy. Course.
Nissan Qashqai.
Lovely. And Jake is putting a power steering pump, electric power steering pump on this old Fiesta. Does that even look like a Fiesta on this old Insignia? By the looks of it, he's already done it because it's down there. And I've just said Insignia and it's a bloody Safira. Honestly, jeepers weepers. So he's putting all that back together now. He's loving life working here. Are you still enjoying it, Jake? He says yes with so much enthusiasm. Do you still like work? Do you still like working here, Lulu?
Not after I've just been breaking stuff.
Why? What have you brought? Oh, he brought the leak-off pipe on this as well. I forgot about that. Can you see where he brought the leak-off pipe? Lewis! Right, so it is another day and Jake is on his own today because Lewis is at college and Jake is changing these horrible brakes on the back of this Saab Aero. They are absolutely foo-bad and he's giving it oil and filter service. I've just been for lunch with my mum and dad, and guess what I'm doing, which is in its own video, is still trying to get electrics working on that bloody transit van, which has put me behind, but I need it retesting because I need to put it to work. So we've still got this van to do here and I've still got to bloody paint that. Luckily, the two van jobs are not a necessity. They're both sales vehicles for two different guys, so I've got a little bit of a leeway on them. It's not like a customer that's booked in for a certain date. So right, I'm going to go pick up some brakes for this and then Jake can get them put on. It's on to the night time and the nighttime shift is in the house. Right, he's doing a wheel bearing on this Fiesta and he's doing the distant pads because they're metal on metal, aren't they, Ryan?
Yes, they're metal on metal.
And Jake is doing other side. Nathan are taking an engine out of an Audi. Howdy. Woo. Oh, it's weighing. Right, it's the following morning and we had a bit of dilemma putting the brakes on with this last night and the wheel bearing. Because the wheel bearing has got that hot, it actually knackered the drive shaft end. And when we'd come to take the drive shaft off, it just span it. And getting that off was a nightmare. Jake's going to tidy this workbench off today because you can't even move. There's not even there is a little bit of space here we can do some work on. Look at the state of that. You're going to tidy that bench, aren't you, Jake? Yes. Aren't you, Jake? Yes. So yeah, new disc and pads on the Fiesta going on. Then Beauty's there. Lewis is doing some eBay stuff. I've just been and picked up the dogs' doo-doos from all over. They're just like, it's getting a habit of going here, going there. Where we're going to trick Dad out today. I'll have one in between his van and his car. Bloody hell, it's windy. Go check on Lewis, eh? How's the sideline eBay parts going?
Yeah, it's going alright.
Have we sold anything?
Maybe.
What, like?
Gearbox.
Gearbox for what?
Gearbox and transfer case for a 4x4 Nissan
Qashqai. Qashqai. And what else? Sold the bumper that needs posting?
I might have done.
Oh, yeah. Right, finally I got to the bottom of it. Well, I didn't really. I've just put another earth in and it worked. So there's obviously a major issue somewhere and I'm not being able to find that earth. It's into the afternoon and Lewis has just been crawling around on the floor because we've got the transit in the garage and Jake's doing the brakes on that. He's just putting a spring back together now. What is in your hair?
Probably gearbox.
Have you had a bit of a whoopsie daisy, Lewis?
I might have.
All right, as long as you're sorting it out. Don't stress yourself, make sure everything goes back well. What a good mechanic he's becoming now. I was in all weekend. This is Jake's, it works for us, Roland. Painted his quarter that was all badly smashed up, so I did that. The old Transit is now past its test. The next video of tightening it up, and it's going to go to John's to have some skids put on to get the scrap cars on better. Got a scrap car loaded up there. Ellie's just following me around. I've got my old recovery truck ramps from my old body, that one. They're going to be getting used. That is a really good body. I'm really pleased with it. I might get just a really nice alley body put on there, just to use it for good stuff. Lewis is stripping the last few bits off these cars now because they're going to scrap tomorrow. He's got all these wind deflectors on. If anyone needs them, he's put them on individually because I've only asked him 18 times. He's full on looking at stuff on YouTube, how to take stuff out. Got his tools out, nice and organised. He's getting organised with his tools. That's nice. Where'd you buy them?
What, the bits of like sweet, mouldy sweet?
No, these. Where did you buy these from?
The man who came.
Yeah, they look like mine. The man that came?
Yeah.
Put your glasses on.
Oh.
I want you to put them on like that guy and do the moves.
Which guy?
The guy on the programme that does all the dancing when he's walking around. Do you not know the guy? But it was like a crazy thing. So yeah, so he's getting all them bits taken off. Lovely, lovely. And I'm doing that Merc. So yeah. And wagon's in for MOT tomorrow as well. Ooh, scary times. Got power steering pump put on this. Electric power steering pump, that's fixed that, so we put disc pads on the back. That's going for MOT tomorrow as well. That's my barber's. Getting a replacement subframe on this Corsa that we sold on now with a brand new pair of bottom arms here. Lovely new pair of bottom arms. A brand new chimney. And that old rusty thing's going in the bin. Putting the steering rack back on now, and then they put the new arms in, and then service the brakes up, and this one's nearly ready for MOT. Nearly, just wants checking over. And then a blooming good clean, because it's been sat a while. So now I'm going to sort out Roland's sill. He had a little bit of an accident. I'm fixing that now. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to chop it out and plate it up. Luckily it's stone chipped up to there so we can get it tidied up and painted back in because we've got some paint left over from the quarter. Luckily it's just single skin, so we've just got it chopped out. I'm going to use this as a template, just cut it a little bit bigger. But ideally I want to butt it in so it's easy with a filler. It'll sort of go back and shape it off to where we ground it. You end up with a massive gap. Cut one of these, cut the mill bilger all the way around. I'll be able to piece it in there and then tack it in. And then just keep tacking away all the way around, because you don't want to just go with weld all the way along there, because it will just go wavy. So you'll tack there, tack there, tack there, tack there, let it cool. Work around. If you've got an airline, just keep it cool. You don't want a lot of heat into it because it's only wafer thin. So I did away with the last idea. I'm plating it over because the seam seal is that deep. By the time I've filled over that, you won't see it. So what I'm doing now is I'm folding this corner around. Can you see? So fold it, get to where I need to be, tack it, and then just keep working my way along. Very nice. And then just keep filling this all the way around till we've got it all the way seamed up. Grind it back, fill her up, stone chip it up. Very nice. Just like that. Let it cool a bit and grind it down steady without hacking this. Hopefully I won't catch. Anyway. Mental week because Jake's on shore, the Isle of Wight on shore. He's not on shore, he's got his car on shore with Ali. She's showing her blooming, I don't know, rubbish bin, her Audi A3. And then I'm just behind my wagon because that's going for test, and I'm off for test in my barber's Safira. So yeah, it's a busy day and I'm covered in so much muck and oil and stuff, but that's how it goes, I suppose, in the life of garage trying to make a living. Should all become like Andrew Tate, shouldn't we? Top G, join the real world, get out of the matrix. What do you all think about that? In all fairness, I think some of the stuff that he says is very wise. And actually, at first I was like, who is this guy? And the more you listen to him, the more you can relate, and it makes sense. Massively makes sense. That's what I think about it anyway. Oh, I can see my wagon in the distance. That's probably the slowest I've ever seen my wagon going. Because I'm 39, right? And yeah, I just think what he says is right. Probably because of some of the stuff that he's been saying has pushed me on to losing weight. So I'm down 1.5 stone. I was 14.5 stone, 13 stone now. Goal target is to be a nice 12 stone, you know. But some of the stuff that he says, I think people get on the high horses about it because he speaks the truth. But I just, sort of a topic, because I like scrolling on a lunchtime and he's on my news feed all the time. So I'd like to know your views about him. Do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you agree on everything? You know, Piers Morgan tried grilling him on the last interview, but Piers Morgan's actually changed his tune, sort of. He understands him, you know. If the man had done some serious crimes, he'd be locked up, and they'd make sure he was locked up. But I don't think, well, they can't have anything off him because they've got him on house arrest, they released him. I think he's a top G. He's his brother that I like. I think his brother is so funny. It's so funny. He just comes out with the most random stuff, and his larder is proper sick, right? All that money and all that wealth, and he's got a larder to the collection. That's it for me. Absolutely, that's it for me. Proper smart thing. Anyway, that's enough waffle. Let's see the barbershop man's car will pass its MOT. Whoop, top G. Right, so just touching on this subject, I personally think a lot of people that don't agree with him just watch the short form content where people edit it and make it look terrible, or something that he said in a podcast years ago. If you haven't seen the latest BBC interview that the BBC put on and then they took it down, there's loads of people that have got the full footage on YouTube, which is a full 38 minutes where they actually recorded it. It was probably his brother recorded it on his phone, and then they put that out straight away. So when the BBC edited it down to change everything that he said, because it can be misleading, and then they got the massive backlash over it, and he's just done a 5-hour podcast now. If you don't know who he is, or if you don't like him, just try and sit down through some of his podcasts where they actually go on for a couple of hours. The lad is really intelligent, and credit to what he's done. Credit to what he's done to make millions like that. I mean, him and his brother work side by side and are side by side. They're so strong together. It's unbelievable. That's my personal views. Let me know what you think down below. Let's get back on with the video. There's enough talking about this. But isn't his ladder cool? We've got the subframe on the Corsa after the dilemma, and she's got a brand new clutch in, so the customer is getting a right deal. Brand new clutch, subframe, bottom arms, brand new exhaust. Happy, happy smiles. Right, so we got his car done, painted his quarter, got his sill done, painted his front bumper. Now he's going to a car show, and that's Thursday. Right, I've just spent all day with him sorting his car out, getting it all done neat and tidy, and now he's gonna go away. You can't see him, but he's waving. And then Ali wanted a bucket seat fitting. I don't know why she wanted a bucket seat fitting, so I made a right duty frame. But we'll talk about that in another week at Shine. Enjoy your weekend. Bella all over. I mean, where did you even get that cotton bud from? Yeah, I know. Hey, where did you even get that from, mate? So it's on to Friday, and me and Lewis is getting the wagon loaded up because we're going to Silverstone to race in the 24-hour endurance race. And I don't know whether I should make a video of it separately or just put it into the week in Shine, because it's the first time I've done it and I need to be sort of focused in on it. So I'll make my mind up as I go along throughout this loading up the wagon bit. Wrong way around. I'm cleaning the workshop fridge. That is not a fridge. I'm cleaning the workshop fridge. We've got a fridge, freezer, and that oven is coming. And we've got 2 tables, haven't we? Smaller table. Anything you need, let us know why. We're just getting sorted now.
Only thing we need, Cole, is 6 Eastern European brasses, 3 blondes, 3 brunette.
Can't do that, but I've got my apprentice. He's blonde. He's He's blonde, that'll do. So me and Lewis have just got loaded up. This is either going to be a new video or it's going to be in the week of Shine. And we're heading down to Silverstone. We don't have the K in the back because that's Paulie. Yeah, so we're off to Silverstone to race a Citroen C1 for 24 hours around the GP circuit. And I'm a little bit scared and the phone's shaking. I don't know how good will the stabilisation be, who knows, let's get on. We're stuck in traffic again. It has been a nightmare, this journey, absolute nightmare. We set off at 12:30, 2 hours and 40 minutes away, not enjoying it. Eh? Now 3:40. So, and we're stuck in traffic again. So I've landed terribly late and they're going out for qualifying now. I've just got my kit checked and signed on, got my heel tag sorted out, all in a mad rush, and I just want to sit down and have a brew, but I'm out next, so I've got to get changed. There we go.
I think someone might have been looking around.
Even Stevens.
We're out of three, Paul.
Let's go.
Now you've seen the Burton Power car, very impressive all throughout the race with their drivers. Nice steady stints, 2 hour stints. And one of the drivers in that car is none other than Shine Automotive. Now if you're on YouTube and you're into your automotive YouTube channel, Shine Automotive is one to check out. This is the star of the show, Colin French. Colin, it's your first time on the Grand Prix circuit, your first time in C1s, how have you found it?
Loved it, absolutely loved it. I didn't realise how much fun a little car could be with, what are these, 68 brake?
Not even that.
I've just ringed its neck in. I've loved it. I didn't realise how much fun close contact racing without any contact. All the stints I've done has been fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic.
And you've got some good drivers to kind of learn it from with Andy and Tommy and particularly Ashley Davis as well. They've been hugely impressive in their stints.
Massively. I mean, from qualifying when I went out, I didn't have a clue which way to go around the track. I was like, where am I going? But I've just learnt so much just over a weekend without any testing.
So is it quite daunting then going out onto the Grand Prix circuit for the first time?
Massively. Massively.
I can imagine.
I was really scared. I'm not going to lie, proper scared.
In a car that you don't know, first time on the Grand Prix circuit, and the car at the moment is running in the top 10.
Yeah, I know, we're P9 and I'm about to go out, so I'm a little bit nervous.
A little bit.
No pressure, no pressure.
No pressure, absolutely. Just keep it nice and clean out there, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Thank you very much, Rob.
Fantastic. Well, it's good to it's great to see you. Don't forget, head onto YouTube, check out Shine Automotive. They've got some brilliant videos every week, and he's got 2 very cute dogs as well. Yeah. Colin, well done. Great first race out in the C1s for the moment. Back to you guys.
Trying to go the next hour and 55 minutes without pitting.
And what a view on the Burton pit board there. Just go faster. I do actually from their days in a similar endurance series. They've got all these custom decals that's printed on their pit boards to read out certain messages. Some of them we probably couldn't read out on air for various reasons, but they do bring the humour to the 24-hour race. But again, I'll sing the Burton Power praises. They're currently sat 10th. They're looking very good.
I'm so sure we'll have to pit within the next 15 minutes. You can tell Burton Power either that's them pandering to make us laugh to get the potential best delivery award, or they're just doing it to make us laugh because they've got the sense of humour. But someone's certainly a Days of Thunder fan.
Yeah. Go faster, hit the pace car, you absolute legends, Bert and Power. We love you.
I'd imagine they probably held up 2 pit bulls. The next one should read, I want you to be perfect. To add to that as well.
Nathan, how's the shower? I like this privacy glass. Give us a view. So it's a Monday morning after the 24-hour endurance race where we finished 10th, and we are still at Silverstone because we were very tired. And then Mr. Brown turned up and checked us all in at the Hilton, where we had a lovely evening meal and didn't even play a game with Uno. Had 1 beer and went to sleep. And it is like gone 9:30. Or is it later, Lewis? It's 10:20 and I'm tired and I've still got me scanning thing on. I don't know what else on. So yeah, let's see what this carries on to.